Take out, remove or withdraw something.
Hey, I heard you're renovating your kitchen. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been quite a project. I had to take out the old cabinets last weekend.
That must have been a lot of work. What about the countertop?
Oh, I'll have to take that out too. But I'm waiting for the new one to arrive before I remove it.
Smart move. What else are you planning to take out in the kitchen?
Well, I also need to take out the old tiles from the floor. They're cracked and outdated.
It sounds like a complete makeover. Are you doing everything yourself?
Not everything. I hired a contractor to take out the load-bearing wall between the kitchen and the dining room. It's opening up the space.
That's a big change. I can't wait to see how it turns out when you're done.
Me neither. It's going to be a brand new kitchen when I'm finished taking everything out and putting in the new fixtures and appliances.
Put down, criticize or insult someone, or euthanize an animal.
I heard you had a disagreement with Sarah. What happened?
Yeah, we were discussing the project, and she started to put down my ideas. It was frustrating.
That's tough. It's important to provide constructive feedback rather than just putting someone down.
Exactly. I tried to remain professional, but it's disheartening when your efforts are put down like that.
Have you considered talking to her about how her comments made you feel? Communication can help resolve these issues.
I'm planning to address it in our team meeting. I don't want to put her down, but I need to express how her criticism affects the team dynamic.
That sounds like a reasonable approach. Hopefully, it leads to a more constructive dialogue.
On a different note, I had to make the difficult decision to put down my elderly dog. It was a heartbreaking experience.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Making the choice to put down a pet is never easy.
It was the right decision for his well-being, but it doesn't make it any less painful. Losing a pet is like losing a family member.
Absolutely. If you need anything during this difficult time, don't hesitate to reach out. Losing a pet is a unique kind of grief.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Interviewing.
How did your interview go today?
It went okay, but I felt a bit nervous during the interview. I hope I made a good impression.
I'm sure you did fine. Did they ask any tricky questions?
Yeah, they asked about my previous work experiences and how I handled challenges. I tried to showcase my skills and achievements.
That's important. Did you ask any questions about the company?
Yes, I inquired about their work culture and future plans. I wanted to show my interest in the role.
Sounds like you were well prepared. When will you hear back from them?
They said they'd get back to me within a week, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I'm sure you aced it. You've got the qualifications and the right attitude. Good luck.
Thanks, I appreciate your support. I hope it leads to a job offer.
Make 4. Head towards or cause a particular result.
The weather looks quite ominous. Do you think we should start heading back?
I agree. Those dark clouds seem like rain is imminent. Let's make for the car before we get caught in a downpour.
Good idea. I don't have an umbrella, and I'd rather not get soaked.
This hike has been great, though. The scenic views made up for the sudden change in weather.
Absolutely, it was worth it. Sometimes, nature's unpredictability can make for memorable experiences.
You're right. Even though the weather might force us to cut this hike short, it's been an adventure.
Nature has its own way of making for unique moments. I'm just glad we got to enjoy it before the rain.
Me too. Next time, we'll check the weather forecast before heading out, but today's unexpected turn will be a story to remember.
That's for sure. Let's make for the car quickly. I can already feel a few raindrops.
Working.
How's work been for you lately?
It's been busy, to say the least. Deadlines and meetings have been piling up.
I hear you. I've had my fair share of late nights too. Any exciting projects on your plate?
Yeah, I'm actually working on this new client project. It's challenging but interesting.
That's great. A bit of a challenge can be motivating. How's the team handling it?
We're all in it together, supporting each other. Teamwork makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, we should schedule that team meeting for tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's essential to keep everyone on the same page. Let's aim for the morning.
Sounds good. Thanks for keeping things organized. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
You're welcome. Let's tackle these tasks and make it a productive day.
Take up. Begin a new hobby or activity.
Have you heard that Sarah's taken up a new hobby?
No, I didn't. What is it?
She's decided to take up painting. She's been talking about it for a while.
That's interesting. I didn't know she had an interest in art.
Apparently, it's something she's always wanted to do but never had the time for.
Well, it's great that she's finally decided to give it a try. Did she start taking classes or something?
Yes, she's enrolled in a local art class to learn the basics. She got all the supplies and even set up a little studio in her spare room.
I'm looking forward to seeing her work. I bet she'll be really good at it.
Yeah, she's excited about it. It's a nice way to relax and unwind after work.
I might consider taking up a hobby myself. It sounds like a fun way to spend your free time.
Pay off, yield positive results or clear a debt.
I've been working on this project for months, and I'm hoping it will pay off in terms of client satisfaction.
I'm sure your hard work will pay off. The client has high expectations, and your dedication will be recognized.
I've invested a lot of time and effort, so I hope it pays off in a successful product launch.
It's bound to pay off. The market research indicates a strong demand for this type of product.
I'm also thinking about my student loans. I've been making extra payments, hoping to pay off the debt sooner.
That's a smart financial move. It might take some time, but every extra payment will pay off in the long run.
Speaking of which, did you hear about the investment opportunity? I'm considering putting some money in to see if it pays off.
I've heard about it. It's a bit risky, but if it pays off, the returns could be substantial.
Exactly. I'm willing to take the risk if it means it will eventually pay off. It's all about calculated decisions.
I agree. Let's hope all our efforts and investments pay off in the end. It's about making strategic moves for long-term success.
Make out, discern or understand something, often in a challenging context.
I was reviewing the financial report, but I couldn't quite make out the details of the projections.
I understand. The numbers can be confusing. Let's go through it together, and I'll help you make out the key points.
Thanks. I'm not used to dealing with such complex data. Your expertise will definitely help me make out the trends.
No problem. Once you make out the patterns, it becomes easier to interpret the financial outlook.
True. I just want to make sure I make out the implications for our upcoming projects. It's crucial for planning.
Absolutely. Making out the potential challenges and opportunities will give us a clearer picture of our next steps.
Speaking of which, did you make out the details of the new client's requirements? They seem a bit ambiguous.
It took some time, but I eventually made out the key requirements. I'll share my findings with the team to ensure everyone is on the same page.
Perfect. Your ability to make out the nuances in complex information is really valuable to the team. Thanks for your help.
Anytime. I'm here to make out the details and support the team's understanding of important matters.
Get along with, have a good relationship with someone.
Hey, I heard you started working with Sarah on that new project. How's it going?
Yeah, we're collaborating closely, and it's been great. I was a bit worried initially, but it turns out we get along with each other quite well.
That's good to hear. Sarah has a reputation for being a bit challenging to work with sometimes.
I'd heard that too, but I guess it's all about finding common ground. We've had a few disagreements, but we've managed to resolve them without any major issues. Surprisingly, we have more in common than I thought.
That's impressive. What do you think makes it work?
I think it's our communication. We both make an effort to listen to each other's ideas and concerns. Plus, we're pretty adaptable and open to compromise, which goes a long way in making sure we get along smoothly.
That's a valuable skill in any workplace. I'm glad you two are making it work. Good luck with the project.
Thanks. We'll do our best to deliver great results together.
Come up with, invent or think of an idea or solution.
We have this marketing presentation due in 2 days, and I'm struggling to come up with a creative concept.
I know it can be challenging, but I believe we can come up with something great. What's the product?
It's a new line of eco-friendly cleaning products. We want to emphasize their sustainability and effectiveness.
Sustainability is a strong selling point. Maybe we can come up with a campaign that focuses on the product's impact on the environment.
That's a good idea. We could also come up with a catchy tagline that highlights the eco-friendly aspect.
Clean and green, making a world of difference, could be a tagline that would come up with the right image.
I like that. It really conveys the message we want to come up with. Now, we need a striking visual to go with it.
We could come up with images of pristine natural landscapes contrasted with polluted ones to show the impact of our products.
That's brilliant. It'll clearly come up with the contrast between using conventional cleaning products and our eco-friendly ones.
Let's get to work on this, and we'll come up with a presentation that's sure to impress our clients.
Agreed. Thanks for helping me come up with some great ideas. Let's make this the best presentation ever.
Call up, contact someone by phone.
I haven't seen John in ages. I should call him up and see how he's doing.
That's a great idea. It's been so long since we caught up with him.
Yeah, we used to be such close friends. I don't want our friendship to fade away.
You're right. It's important to call up old friends and stay in touch.
I'll call him up this weekend and suggest we meet for a coffee.
Sounds like a plan. It'll be good to catch up and reminisce about old times.
It's amazing how life gets busy, and we forget to call up the people who once meant a lot to us.
I know what you mean. I've been thinking about calling up some of my old college buddies too.
Let's make an effort to call up our friends and rekindle those connections.
Agreed. It's always nice to hear a familiar voice on the other end of the line.
I'll call John up this weekend, and you can start reaching out to your friends too.
Deal. Let's not let our friendships fade away.
Keep out, prevent something or someone from entering.
Hey, have you seen the "Keep Out" sign on the old abandoned house at the end of the street?
Yeah, I noticed it last week. I wonder why they want to keep people out.
I heard from the neighbors that the house is unstable, and they want to keep out any trespassers for safety reasons.
That makes sense. It's a pretty old building, and it's been vacant for years.
Yeah, and kids sometimes try to explore it, so the sign is there to keep them out.
I hope they take it seriously. We don't want anyone getting hurt.
Agreed. But I also heard the city is planning to renovate it soon and turn it into a community center.
That's great news. It would be a positive change for the neighborhood.
Definitely. It will no longer need the "Keep Out" sign once it's safe and open to the public.
I'm looking forward to that. It's time to transform that old house into something useful for the community.
Let's hope the renovation happens soon, and they can remove that sign for good.
Directions.
Excuse me, I seem to be a bit lost. Can you help me with directions to the nearest train station?
Of course. You're in luck. It's just a few blocks away. Go down this street. Take a left at the traffic light, and you'll see the station entrance on your right.
Thank you so much. I'm not from around here, so I appreciate your help.
No problem at all. Getting lost in a new place happens to the best of us. Is there anything else you need to find?
Actually, I was hoping to grab a quick bite to eat. Any good restaurants nearby?
Absolutely. There's a nice cafe just around the corner from the train station. They serve great sandwiches and coffee.
Perfect. Thanks for the recommendations. You've been a big help.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal and have a safe trip.
Call 4. Demand or require something.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous.
Have you heard about the new regulations for the construction industry?
Yeah, they're calling for stricter safety standards and more frequent inspections, right?
That's correct. The recent accidents have prompted the government to call for these changes.
It's about time. Safety should always be a top priority in construction.
Absolutely. These new rules will call for better protection for workers and the public.
But I've heard some builders and contractors aren't happy about the additional requirements. It might call for higher costs.
Yes, there's resistance from some in the industry, but ultimately, these measures will call for a safer and more reliable construction sector.
Well, I suppose it's a necessary step forward. It will also call for better accountability among construction companies.
You're right. It's a call for a higher standard of work and ethical practices.
Let's hope that these changes will lead to a safer and more secure construction environment for everyone.
Agreed. It's a call for a necessary transformation in the industry, and in the long run, it will benefit everyone involved.
Keep up with, stay informed about or maintain pace with something.
Hey, have you been able to keep up with the latest project updates?
Not really. I've been swamped with other tasks. What's the latest?
Well, the team has made significant progress, and there are some changes to the timeline.
I need to keep up with that. Any major setbacks?
Surprisingly, no setbacks. Everyone's been working hard to stay on track.
That's great to hear. I'll catch up on the details after lunch. Anything specific I should know?
The client requested a few modifications, but nothing too drastic. Just make sure you keep up with the client's expectations.
Got it. I'll review the updates and make sure I'm up to speed by the end of the day.
Perfect. Let me know if you need any clarification. We want everyone to keep up with the changes smoothly.
Will do. Thanks for the heads up.
Leisure.
How have you been spending your leisure time lately?
I've been getting into gardening. It's so relaxing and rewarding.
Gardening sounds nice. Any particular plants or flowers you're focused on?
I've been working on a variety of vegetables and some colorful flowers. It's become a bit of a hobby.
That's great! I've been binge watching TV shows in my free time. Any recommendations?
Well, I've heard this new series is fantastic. It's a crime thriller with a compelling storyline.
Sounds intriguing. I'll definitely check it out.
What else do you do for fun?
I've been trying my hand at painting. It's been therapeutic and helps me unwind.
That's wonderful. Creative hobbies are a great way to spend leisure time.
Indeed, it's essential to find activities that bring joy and relaxation.
Absolutely. Leisure time should be a time to recharge and enjoy life.
Make up for, compensate for a deficiency or mistake.
I apologize for the delay in submitting the project. I know it's critical, and I want to make up for the lost time.
It's okay, but we need to find a way to make up for the delay. Can you adjust the timeline or allocate additional resources?
I'm willing to work overtime to make up for the delay. I understand the importance of meeting the deadline.
That's a good start. Let's see if we can make up for the lost time by reassigning some tasks to speed up the process.
I appreciate your understanding. I'll make up for the delay by ensuring the quality of the work remains high.
Quality is crucial, so let's focus on that. If we can make up for the delay without compromising quality, it's a win-win.
Agreed. I'll also make up for the delay by keeping you updated on the progress regularly. Communication is key in situations like this.
Excellent. That will certainly help. Let's work together to make up for the setback and ensure a successful project completion.
I'm committed to making up for it. Thanks for your support and understanding.
Food.
I tried a new restaurant downtown last night, and the food was amazing.
Really? What did you have?
I started with their seafood appetizer, and then I had this incredible lamb dish. The flavors were out of this world.
Sounds delicious. I've been meaning to explore some new places to eat. Any recommendations?
Well, you should definitely try that restaurant. It's called Savory Bites. But if you're in the mood for something more casual, there's a great taco truck by the park that I love.
I'll make a note of both. Speaking of food, have you ever tried cooking Italian at home?
Yes, I love making homemade pasta and pizza. It's fun and always tastes better than store-bought.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to join you for a cooking night sometime.
Absolutely. Let's plan it soon. Cooking together is a blast.
Greetings.
Hey there. How's everything going with you?
Hey, all good, thanks. Just keeping busy with work and life. How about you?
I hear you. Same here, lots on my plate lately. But can't complain, staying afloat.
That's the spirit. Any exciting plans coming up?
Not really, just the usual daily grind. How about you? Any upcoming adventures?
Well, I'm thinking about a weekend getaway soon. A little break from the routine.
That sounds fantastic. Sometimes a change of scenery is all we need.
Absolutely. By the way, how's your family doing?
They're good, thanks for asking. Kids are growing up fast. How about yours?
They're great, thanks. Time really flies, doesn't it?
Tell me about it. Well, it's been nice catching up. We should plan to meet up soon.
Definitely. Let's make that happen.
Work out, exercise, or resolve a problem.
I noticed you've been hitting the gym regularly. How's your new workout routine working out for you?
It's going well. I've been trying different exercises to work out different muscle groups. It's been effective.
That's great. Working out regularly has so many benefits, not just for your physical health but also for your overall well-being.
Definitely. I find that working out helps me clear my mind and reduce stress.
Speaking of stress, have you been able to work out the issues with the project team?
We had a meeting yesterday to work out the challenges. I think we've come up with a plan to resolve the issues and move forward.
Good to hear. It's essential to work out any issues as a team to ensure the project's success.
Absolutely. Communication is key when trying to work out problems within a team.
True. If you ever need assistance working out any project-related issues, feel free to reach out.
Thanks. I appreciate that. It's always helpful to have a fresh perspective when working out complex problems.
No problem. We're a team, and we should support each other in working out challenges and achieving our goals.
Run away with, elope or escape with someone.
Have you heard about Sarah and Tom?
No, what's going on with them?
They ran away with each other last weekend. They eloped.
Really? I had no idea they were planning to run away with each other. How did their families react?
Surprisingly well. I think they were prepared for the possibility of the couple running away together. They had been dating for a while.
Running away with someone can be a bold move. But if they're in love, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, they decided to run away with each other and have a small, intimate wedding instead of dealing with all the traditional wedding stress.
That's one way to do it. Running away with your partner can create a more personal and memorable experience.
Absolutely. They ran away to a beautiful destination and had a ceremony on the beach. It was like a dream wedding.
I'm happy for them. Running away with the person you love sounds like a romantic adventure.
It definitely is. I guess sometimes running away with your partner is the perfect way to start a new chapter in your life.
Pass out, lose consciousness or distribute something to others.
Did you see what happened during the presentation? John suddenly passed out.
Really? I didn't notice. Is he okay?
He's in the break room now, recovering. I think the stress got to him. We need to check if there's a medical issue.
Agreed. Let's make sure he sees a doctor. We can't ignore someone passing out like that.
Absolutely. I'll pass the information to HR so they can arrange a health check. It's better to be safe.
Good idea. And while we're at it, let's pass out some stress management resources to the team. This incident is a wake-up call.
I was just thinking the same thing. We need to promote a healthier work environment and pass out information on managing stress.
Maybe we can organize a workshop to pass out practical tips. It could benefit everyone, not just John.
That's a great initiative. I'll pass out a survey to get feedback on preferred topics and formats for the workshop.
Perfect. Let's work together to pass out valuable information and create a supportive workplace. It's crucial for everyone's well-being.